Today on the net, the International Committee of the Red Cross declares the Syria conflict a civil war. A couple's private row live tweeted. And archives from Italy's Luce Cinecittà Institute now available on YouTube. The International Committee of the Red Cross says fighting is now so widespread in Syria that the conflict is now, in effect, a civil war. The ICRC issued the statement on Monday, and there appear to be numerous amateur documents circulating online to back it up. They bear witness to an escalation of violent clashes between rebels and forces loyal to the Bashar al-Assad regime. It would appear the Syrian opposition is now using weapons to openly attack the military on an increasingly frequent basis. Over the past few days, for example, rebels have carried out a series of attacks in the town of Salkin in the Idlib region. Here, a booby-trapped truck explodes near an army checkpoint, causing severe material damage. This other video shows rebels and government troops fighting in the street using heavy weapons. Salkin is reportedly largely controlled by the opposition, which regularly organises patrols around the different neighbourhoods. Clashes in Damascus are also becoming increasingly fierce. These pieces of footage were filmed over the weekend and show rebels carrying rifles ready to confront the regular army in the streets of the capital. Intense fighting which has claimed many victims and gutted numerous buildings. This video proves that some local resistance groups now have access to the same military equipment as Bashar al-Assad's men. It shows rebels in Aleppo learning how to use an anti-aircraft missile battery retrieved following an attack on a checkpoint. All signs to suggest that far from abating, the fierce clashes and violence across Syria look set to continue for the foreseeable future. When Tim and Freya started arguing on a train last month, never did they think that their fight would be followed by thousands of people. But Janie Godley, a Scottish comedian who also happens to be a professional journalist, was sitting just a few seats away. And she live tweeted all the details of their bust-up. She even revealed the first names and photos of the two protagonists. The story has gripped more than one. In fact, it has even been reposted online in its entirety, tweet by tweet. But whilst it's provided entertainment for numerous web users, it's also raised the issue of privacy protection in public places. Some feel it will serve as an example to those who give in to these public displays of emotion. But journalist David Banks, who writes for The Guardian, wonders to what extent victims of such an invasion of privacy can depend on the Data Protection Act, and deplores the fact that intrusions such as this could lead to less social freedom, with people worried anything they do or say in public could end up online for all to see without their consent. This doesn't seem to bother Janie Godley though. The comedian looks set to cash in on her growing popularity and is already talking of turning the story into a play, much to the delight of all her online followers. 30-year-old American man Aaron Collins died early July, but he's currently trending heavily on social networks. One of Aaron's dying wishes was for his family to leave a very generous tip for a waiter or waitress the next time they ate out. As we can see in this video shared on YouTube, his last wish has been granted, and his loved ones left a $500 tip for the young lady that served them. The video went viral, with web users hailing the act of generosity, so much so that Aaron's family has set up a website to receive online donations, so they can continue to carry out these random acts of kindness. Archives from Italy's Luce Cinecittà Institute have been uploaded to a special YouTube channel. Web users now have access to over 30,000 video extracts, showcasing the most famous scenes from Italian cinema, along with other historical footage. This landmark partnership will be a hit with fans of Italy's silver screen and history enthusiasts alike. What do Darth Vader's stormtroopers get up to when they have a bit of free time? Well, according to the Freaking Rad collective that produced this video, they pursue one of their favourite activities, a spot of motocross in the desert. An adrenaline-packed clip which will most likely prove highly popular with Star Wars fans.
Let me see your identification.